going to do a Buddhist group. I'm doing part 2 of the Eightfold Path, which is going to be right attention. But first, if you haven't done so, follow Jersey Rob Ryan, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. Subscribe when you like and share videos. Hashtag Jersey Rob Ryan, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and on YouTube. And feel free to let me know what state and town you guys are from. Would love to know that. And yeah, so, but let me tell you first what's some stuff that's going to be coming out. Oh, let me tell you about what's out now. You have, sorry about that, Psalm 123 that's out. God Has Got the series part 1 is out. The Christian series part 2 is out. So check that all out. And this is what's going to be coming out soon. July 30 Ocean Alien series. So this conspiracy theory is I think aliens could potentially be underwater hiding. I think they could have that technology potentially. September 1st, Democrats will come back stronger series. September 5th, Christians should be held accountable for voting for Donald Trump. So Christians consider themselves moral people, but they voted for an unethical person in Donald Trump, and they should be held accountable for voting for a pedophile, a criminal. So I'll get into that in the series. October 5th, Christians pastors for a woman in a divorce series. October 6th, MAGA Sucks series. Yes, MAGA Sucks with the high tariffs. Kind of be getting worse. The racism of the MAGA Sucks movement. There's just so many things why it sucks. Yeah, so I'll get into that in that series. November 5th, Christian churches are a business series. I do think Christian churches have become a business. Yeah, they make a lot of money. So December 4th, I can't wait. This hat says it all. 6/6 says Jesus the Cult Leader series. So that series will be coming out. I'll go into maybe Christianity as a cult, and it started from Jesus. And I bet you never thought about that. Oh, yeah, and you just real briefly, a cult is being forced into a set of beliefs, so it's not very far fetched, right? So I know a lot of people. I talk about the Unitarian Church a lot before. I don't mean to talk about this subject right now because I'm talking about Buddhist stuff, but they never force beliefs on people. It's finding your own path. So just something to be aware of. Hey, hi buddy, how you doing? Subscribe, Eco, I think. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. Bennett, hello everyone. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so. Hi, all these great people saying hi to me. Appreciate all of you. Hi. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to explain this Eightfold Path the best I can, which is part 2, right intention of the Eightfold Path and the Buddhist beliefs, can be described best as commitment to ethical behavior for the good of the whole. So I'll try to spin this one this way. Let's say somebody is trying to let's say this is a situation, right? And as you want to do, it's better to always do a right thing in a certain situation. Let's say, I'm trying to think of a good example. Somebody gets an argument in a relationship, right? And you're trying to win the fight, or you trying to get to a good situation in the fight, or is your intention to be all about yourself, have a selfish kind of behavior? So this is how I kind of look at this one. Or are you going to have ethical behavior, trying to get to a good situation, and whatever you're battling, if you're in a relationship, or maybe it's uh, conflict with a coworker. Are you trying to just get them in trouble, or are you trying to get to a good point that that is not bad for everyone? I'm trying to think of some other situations. Um, all right, I have a good situation though. A long time ago, um, nothing came about this. Thankfully, it was actually totally my fault. But I accidentally hit a car. Um, somehow the car's like the car went this way, my car went that way, and kind of the car other went that. Somehow I kind of like hit it somehow, but it was totally my fault, and I had to I confessed to the officer, hey, this is kind of my fault and whatnot. So um, I eventually went back to pay I think it was a fine or something. I forget what happened, but I went back to the police station and I realized I didn't get a ticket. I said, "Well, how come you didn't give me a ticket?" I'm kind of surprised. He's like, "Well, you told the truth." So with my ethical behavior, like, hey, I'm wrong in the situation of hitting the car. Um, because a lot of times in a situation too, you're putting a karma fate out there too, how you'll handle certain situations with having the right intention. Is it so if I was trying to blame the other guy, so it was weird. It was weird too because um, they sent a letter out to sue me, and then they completely changed their mind. So it was weird, but I don't know why, um, but who knows? Maybe I brought good karma with me, being honest, truthful. I don't know, but that was a few years back, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I think. I forget what it was, but yeah. So nothing came about it. So um, I mean, sometimes you do have to stand up for yourself. Uh, so I was bowling the other day, right? So uh, all right. So when you bowl, you're waiting for the other person to bowl, right? So they went bowling. So then I start going up, and then as they start going back, and this guy is like, "Yo," um, and just the way he said "yo," it just freaking PO'd me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So, but he's like, "Yo, you gotta get off the bowling alley." Um, when I'm playing, which is not true because he just finished up. I just happened to walk to where, and this guy was so freaking annoying. He's putting the filling up the ball with his fingers, and there's somebody actually, there was another family next to me, and they're bowling. This guy just took forever. He's freaking annoying too. So I'm like, dude, uh, like, you're taking freaking forever. You're freaking annoying. Basically, I said that. I actually probably said other words, but not too nice. But so I mean, so there are times with the right attention, you have to call somebody out too. So you can't just let people walk over you either. So that's how I would look at right attention, calling out a behavior too that is unethical on somebody else too. So for the good of the whole. So yeah, that was right attention can be just best described as commitment to ethical behavior for the good of the whole. So um, I hope I explained that right to you guys. But yeah, so think about your situations too. Should am I doing this because I'm just being a selfish jerk, trying to get my way to hurt somebody, or um, is this something that does need to be addressed to a person because maybe they're being unethical, in a certain situation, and they need to be called out for that situation. So, um, yeah, because sometimes I think we are automatically thing is to push in a certain. So I'm calling myself out. I do it all the time. Is to push in a situation, or without even realizing it, you're being unethical because you're not thinking thinking it out. If that makes any sense. But then there are times that you need to call out a situation like, hey, you're being a jerk, knock it off, kind of thing too. So anyway, because karma does go that way on how you're handling certain situations, and it, it will eventually come back come back to you, and to if you're mean to a certain many, if just say you're mean to people, right, all the time, and it's going to come back to your life where you're not going to have anything left. You're not going to have family, friends, anybody, because you're always trying to take advantage of situations, and just being mean. So there's going to become a point where that's nobody's going to give a crap about you because you don't have the ethical behavior that you should be having in a regular in your regular um, in your everyday regular life. Hopefully, I said that right. So anyway, that's all I got today. Um, uh, it's just something to think about. So, but follow Jersey Rob Ryan on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. Hit the alarm button right now. Subscribe and hashtag Jersey Rob Ryan, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and on YouTube. And Jersey Rob Ryan is spiritual, controversial, entertaining, and fun. And thank you guys all who said hi in the comment section. Hi back. And if you guys haven't done so, hit the alarm button and tell other people about Jersey Rob Ryan. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of the night.